Spurs Film Room is presented by SpursTube TV. Go ahead and check out the website and go ahead and smash that like button down below. Chant Go Spurs Go when you do. Smash that notification bell, and when we drop new content on the channel, leave a comment if you agree with us, disagree with us. I want to know. Check out the Patreon link to the Spurs Film Room Patreon in the description below.
I'm really excited to see Doug McDermott out there. Just because the Spurs need shooting, man. They've needed shooting. They were what I believe it was 24th in terms of 3-point shooting percentage, taking some of the lowest volume, not hitting them at a high clip. I mean, San Antonio needed shooting, and they got that with Doug McDermott, even a guy like Bryn Forbes. And even though we're talking about, hey, Aminu might not be on the roster, Al-Farouq Aminu has kind of made his money here in the NBA in recent years when he's been healthy as a catch-and-shoot 3-point shooter offensively. So they've needed this. They knew they needed this. They came out and attacked that. And even, a fan favorite, wink, wink with Bryn Forbes, they still added even more shooting there as well. So the shooting is kind of from a broad perspective, what I'm excited to see, because they've added stuff there. And also they have guys who need to improve from deep. But yeah, I would say Doug McDermott, kind of circling back, Doug McDermott is the main guy I'm looking forward to watching. I wish it was Josh Primo, though. I want to see more Primo, man. I want to see me Primo, but I can't. It's not ready yet. It's not ready yet.
I think every time he plays, when he does play, if he hits a shot, I think like the whole arena should go, cuz.
Yeah.
Like, what's up, cuz?
Yeah, so I have a homeboy from the Valley. His name is Noah. And every time I see him, I'm always like, orale carnal. I mean, like, orale cuz, or stuff like that, just because that's my boy. Like, he's just from the Valley. The Valley slang. Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, no, sure. 956, bro. I'm in the Valley. I'm in the Valley right now. I'm in the Valley.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to 956. You know what, man? I was watching Doug McDermott highlights last night, and you know what? There's a lot of footage on him last season, cutting back door and finishing at the rim.
Yep.
And I think that's gonna be so underrated because everyone's gonna be chasing him off the three, right? And he was awesome from the 3-point line last year, but he started adding that like, hey, I'm coming up to the three. And then boom, he was beating people back door and he was finishing at the rim, getting his own rebound, putting back. Very I had no idea that he was that aggressive going towards the hoop. And I think maybe that's something that he added towards the later, the last few years probably of his career. But that only makes his 3-point game more deadly because once he starts catching them back door, the defender's going to keep biting on. He's going to start biting on that. And then he's going to be able just to create that little bit of space that he needs to get his shot off, man. So I'm so excited about Doug McDermott. He was the guy that was on my board free agency where I was like, man, if we can get Dougie after what he did in the play-in game, I'm all about it.
Yeah, no, and with McDermott too, I think another thing he brings is like movement shooting. He's more than just like a flat-footed spot-up shooter. He can move without the ball, like you mentioned, and that's huge for the Spurs because the Spurs, outside of Patty Mills, they didn't really have guys who could relocate, off the ball or come up off screens and really shoot a jumper. A lot of it was kind of stand still, on the wings in the corner, 3-point shooting. And I think a guy like McDermott can, bring that as well. Bryn Forbes, fan favorite again. He could bring that as well. So yeah, I agree 100%. Doug McDermott's going to be cool, especially for this young team, with guys like DeJounte at the helm and really, getting all these touches. Doug McDermott fits well for what they need.
So I like how you're talking about the shooting aspect of that's what we acquired this offseason because that's what this young group needs. That's one of their weaker areas. So when I'm talking about how the Spurs are going to do next season, during this offseason, my big mindset was well, let's try to fill some of the weaknesses of the young group, right? Not just get random players in here and tank. There was a lot of people that were out there thinking that we were just going to suck. And I'm just like, bro, we're good. And especially if we can kind of clean up some of these weaker areas like shooting, right? So you get notified when we go live. We did both of those things. Spurs Film Room is presented by SpursTube TV. Go ahead and check out the website and go ahead and smash that like button down below. Chant Go Spurs Go when you do. Smash that notification bell, notified when we go live and when we drop new content on the channel. Leave a comment if you agree with us, disagree with us. I want to know. Check out the Patreon link to the Spurs Film Room Patreon in the description below.